steak. Hey guys, well, I just thought I'd fill you guys in on what's been going on. Frodo never came back. It's been about 2.5 weeks now. He hasn't come back yet. I've accepted that he's probably dead. You know, something happened to him. What else? I got the job. I'm now a groundskeeper at this place in Marshfield, and a little concerned about that because they're not paying me hardly anything. They're paying me minimum wage, and I'm not getting any hours because, you know, once you clean the yard up and you rake all the gravel out of the yard from the snow plows and all that stuff, you know, there's nothing else to do but mow the lawn. And so I'm getting maybe 6 to 10 hours a week if I'm lucky. And that's not bringing in anything for cash. So I'm thinking maybe I'll either tell them I need a raise or I'm going to have to find something different, because it's just ain't paying the bills. I mean, I had to beg. They wanted me to drive 40 miles to Neilsville and mow their other plants' yards. And they wanted me to do it on my own, out of my own pocket with the gas. And I wasn't okay with that. And I told them, I'm like, I'm not going down there. I said, I need you guys to pay me the gas, and, you know, and I'll go. But I'm not going to put gas in and drive all the way down there and drive all the way back, which is 80 miles, you know, with an hour and a half worth of work. So they were nice enough to put $15 in, which is about 3.5 gallons, I would think. And, and then my car broke down. That sucked because I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's either the fuel pump, there's a short in the wire, because it'll start and it'll run, but as soon as you shut it off, it won't start back up again for who knows how long, whenever it decides it wants to run again. And so then it happened yesterday. I was at the gas station. I shut the car off to go pay for the gas, and I went back out and the car wouldn't start. Luckily enough, I was right next to the shop where I take my car to get fixed, and the guys came up and pushed it down to the shop for me. And hopefully they'll get in today and get repaired. I don't know what's wrong with it, but if it's a fuel pump, if they're going to replace the fuel pump, I'm stuck with my truck. And that thing, you know, 15, 20 miles to the gallon compared to 40 miles to the gallon at $3.85 a gallon, you know, it just isn't going to be worthwhile to drive back and forth to work if that's the deal. And so that's kind of a pain in the ass, and I don't know how to go about this. I'm going to have to find a different job that's going to give me either more hours or better pay. And I'm not capable of working any hard jobs, you know, a lot of lifting or anything like that, because of my right shoulder. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, you know, you're using it as an excuse. I am literally physically limited. I can lift maybe 25 pounds at the very most with my right arm, when I can lift 150 pounds with my left arm. And it's all because they moved my bicep tendon in my last surgery, and that really limited my strength in my arm. So I'm not making excuses. It is an actual physical limitation that prevents me from doing a lot of things. And so it also prevents me from getting a good job. And I tried to claim disability on it, but that didn't happen. I appealed it 3 times, and nothing came out of it. So, you know, Amanda's mainly she's the main breadwinner here, and it sucks for me because, you know, I'm normal, traditional guy that I like to work. I like hard work, and I like to make the money and provide for my family, but, you know, I'm kind of stuck in a rut here. So that's basically what's been going on lately. We were lucky enough to get our food stamps, and we just filled our fridge. Check this out. Filled our fridge. Look at all that. And then our freezer. You know, I mean, we couldn't even shut the freezer door. And then we had to go over to my mom and dad's and get another fridge to fill that up. And that's all in there now. And so at least we have food. We're hurting there for a little while, but you know, we're making ends meet, or not so much making ends meet, but at least we're feeding ourselves. And Ezzy's got food now, and so we were freaking out a little bit there, but everything came through. I think what I'm going to try and do is try and find a driving job, if anything, you know, get my CDL. I know it's not you can't just get your CDL and then get a job right away. It's a time-consuming process. So I'm going to talk to my boss, because they were looking at hiring for a truck driver, and I've already got experience driving septic trucks and straight beds, and so I know the test you have to study for and all that, and it's going to cost money. So this money that I'm making right now, which is very little, will probably go into taking that test and getting ready for it, because I'm not going back to college. I'm done with that. And it's just, you know, I'm so far in debt with student loans, it's not even funny. It's mind-numbing, and it makes me nauseous when I think about it, about how far in debt I am with student loans. So I got to do something different, and you know, take it day by day. As for everything else, you know, nothing's really changed. You saw the video yesterday. We went down to the woods with the tractor. That was an adventure in itself. And really, that's about it. My mom and dad are looking at getting a new lawnmower, and trying to convince them, instead of getting an Ariens from Fleet Farm, which looks very plasticky, instead I suggested they go to get a Cub Cadet. And the new Cub Cadets, for a domestic one, not professional, not one that you use in a factory or anything like that, or not in a factory, but on factory grounds, they want about $7,000 for one of those factory ones, which I even suggested to my boss, because my lawnmower that I use at work doesn't have a roll cage, and they're having me mow ditches that are 65-degree incline. And so that's kind of you know, it's uncomfortable, you know, when you're sitting at a incline like that, you know, and you're in this, you know, what, maybe it's 2-ton lawnmower. I don't know how heavy those things are, but I know it's not light. It's all metal, all steel. And I suggested that to my boss, and he thought about it. He's like, and they had a good deal. They had one for $7,000, last year's model, brand new. It's got the roll cage, cruise control, you name it. That thing does 7 miles an hour. And, you know, speaking on lawnmower terms, that's pretty damn fast. As for suggesting a lawnmower for my parents, you know, they wanted to get the Ariens from Fleet Farm, which I swear to God, I have an Ariens snowblower, and that thing's solid as a frickin' rock. But the lawnmower they have, which is a tight turn radius lawnmower, it's got the what do you call them? The handles, or the steering sticks in front, you know, that control the back tires. They want $2,500 for that, and it just doesn't seem like it's good quality. It even says made in Japan. I think it was made in Japan. I could be wrong. And so I told my dad, I was like, before you buy that, let me look around and see if I can find something else. Well, the Cub Cadets that they have at this one place, they have one there for the same price. It's a steering wheel with zero turn radius, which is a really nice lawnmower, and much better built, you know, much more well built, and it is you know, it's just better all the way around. And so I'm gonna tell my dad, instead of buying that piece of shit cheap thing from Fleet Farm, to go this route. Plus we know the guy that sells them, so you know, why not? Anyway, that's about it for now. You know, I'm making steak. I'm going to eat. I just got home from work, if you want to call it work. And gotta go pick up the munchkin here in a little while, and then maybe I'll swing by John's. So, I'll catch you guys later. Okay, guys, so, oh my God, she's a midget. Oh. I just got a phone call that somebody might have found Frodo. And so I'm heading down to see if it's him or not. Oh, how exciting is this? Oh my God, if I get to find my boy and he's okay, that would be... I wouldn't even care about the car right now. I'll keep you guys updated. Well, I just got home. I was out looking for Frodo. A lady called me and told me she saw Frody running through her yard. And so I went out there and was out there for 3 hours looking for him. And nope, didn't see him. Didn't hear him. Called and called and called. But, you know, it was a shot in the dark. Alright, anyway guys, I'll talk to you soon.